Okay, so what you're gonna need, well, for today's tutorial you won't need much. You'll just need your crochet hook, whatever you choose to use. You would basically have to grab some yarn, and on your yarn there will be a label, and on the label it'll tell you it's a size 4 medium worsted weight yarn, and it'll tell you the right size of hook for that particular yarn. So in this case it's a size 5 millimeter, or a 5 millimeter, which is an H hook. So grab your yarn and your hook that matches the yarn that you're going to be using, and we will start off with a slip knot. So I'm just going to use this very bright pink, wonderful pink yarn, and I'm going to move the other yarn out of the way, and the scissors as well. Okay, so there's a couple ways to do this. There are lots of tutorials out there, so I'm going to show you 2 different ways that I've learned how to do it. So what you got to do is you take it and you wrap it around your finger, and then you wrap it around a second time. Actually, I'll put a little closer to the other one. Then you're going to want to take the back loop and you're going to want to lift it over the first loop, and then you're going to want to take the back loop again and lift it up and over and right off your finger, and then that will create your slip knot. Then you put your hook in and you make sure it's tighter, and then it should be able to slide on your hook just like that. Okay, so that's one. The other way, which is the way I usually do it, is I take it and I make a loop, and then you make sure that your working yarn is in behind the loop. You take your hook, you insert your hook into the circle, and then you grab the working yarn with the hook part, pull it up through the loop, and pull it tight. And there you have it. On your hook, there's your slip knot. So like I said, there's lots of different ways to do it. It's pretty easy. And there's also lots of different ways to hold your yarn. I hold mine in between my index and my middle finger, or I just drape it over my index finger when I'm just doing a chain. So in order to chain, what you have to do, you have a loop on your hook, and then you have the working yarn. So you take your hook, bring it behind the working yarn, and then you grab it and you pull it through the hoop on your hook. And now you have another hoop on your hook. So you do it again. Take your hook, bring it in behind the working yarn, grab onto it, so they call that yarn over, and then pull it through the loop on your hook. So again, yarn over, pull it through, and there you have it. So that's all you have to do to make a chain. So take your hook, wrap it around the working yarn, grab onto it, and pull it through the loop. Try not to pull it too tight, because that is what you're going to be working into when you're doing your crochet. So if it's really tight, when you got to go back into it, it'll be very difficult. So try to do it as loose as you can, not too loose, but loose enough so that it'll be easy to work into them later. So again, take your hook, bring it in behind, grab on, pull, and bring it through. So yarn over, pull it through the hoop on your hook. Again, yarn over, pull it through. It's very, very easy. After a while, you will become a professional at it. It's not really that difficult. It's actually one of the easiest things to do. And a lot of people that I know, when I first started, I couldn't do anything but chain, because chaining was pretty simple. I know my daughters have probably in the ballpark of 10 to 15 of these chain bracelets running around the house. And then the next thing I did after that was I made a necklace, which I've actually done. I chained and chained and chained for, I think I have about 200 chains. So basically all I do with that is I just tied them together at one end, and then I decided to take it and then drape it around. You could do it as many times as you've made your chains. There you go, like something like that. You don't have to do it exactly like that, but that's the basic idea of how to do like a necklace out of chains. I've seen some people take a whole bunch of lengths, you know, long enough to do an infinity scarf, where all they did was chain, and then they braided each one together, and then they braided them all together and made a very cool infinity scarf. So I mean, this is actually a pretty cool thing. If this is all you learn to do is chain, then you can still make quite cool things with it. Alright, so I hope you've enjoyed the tutorial. I'm going to be doing all the basics of crochet. So I intend to do a single crochet, half double, double, and treble, and then maybe a basic, I don't know, face cloth or something like that in the end. Okay, so thanks for tuning in, and I will see you again soon.